Hey guys, Mark here, and inside this box is the OnePlus 9 Pro, a phone I know almost nothing about, because even though OnePlus was kind enough to send this unit out early for review, the launch event for this phone is happening right now at this very moment, and I'm missing it to film this video. So I'm gonna open up this box, and the words that are gonna come out of my mouth will be my very first impressions of this new flagship from OnePlus. Let's see what it looks like. I don't even know what color they sent me. They didn't tell me what color they were sending me, so let's see. Hey, it's silver. Okay, so Morning Mist is what this colorway is called. Let's take the phone out. It actually looks like a matte finish on this phone, but I don't think it is. Let's put that to the side for just a second while we see what else we've got in the box. This box is relatively big, so I'm assuming they've got their warp charger in here. Yep. Oh, wow, it's bigger than last year. And it's USB-C this time. We've also got the classic OnePlus red charging cable here, USB-C to USB-C charging cable, very nice. We've got some welcome with Hasselblad down at the bottom, a quick start guide, some safety information, some stickers, of course. Let's just throw that to the side and that. And let's take a look at the star of the show, the OnePlus 9 Pro. You've got a little wireless charging indicator here by the looks of it. Let's open it up. Whoa, that thing is quite literally a mirror. I can see myself very easily in this thing. This is going to be the fingerprintiest phone I have ever tested, I think. Let's see. Yep. So the one thing I'm noticing here as I set up this phone is that the screen is very slightly curved around the edges, but it is not nearly as aggressive as some of the older OnePlus phones like the OnePlus 7 Pro or even the OnePlus 8 Pro. It's just a very gentle curve on both sides of this phone, and I really like this already. It looks great because it's nice and symmetrical all the way around, but it's also not going to lead to a bunch of accidental touches if you use this phone without a case. Okay. The phone is all set up, and my very, very early impressions of the 9 Pro are pretty good. I'm a little disappointed that they went with a mirrored finish on the back of this Morning Mist variant, but like I said, it looks fantastic when you're taking product shots of it. And even though it is a fingerprint magnet, most people put a case on their phones anyway, so it's not really a big deal. The back of the phone overall is a little bit on the plain side for me, but that camera bump layout is clean and classy. I did a little research and I found out that the two big cameras on this phone are a 48 megapixel wide and a 50 megapixel ultra wide, which is pretty interesting. And then the two smaller ones are an 8 megapixel 3.3x telephoto and a 2 megapixel monochrome camera for some reason. These are early impressions from a few quick snaps, but I think the ultra-wide camera on this phone is what impressed me the most. Photos from it are extremely sharp, and it also has the ability to take close-up macro shots since it has autofocus. The main camera is great too, but I quickly noticed that all of the cameras on this phone are relying a lot on post-processing, maybe even too much. Hopefully they can tone that down with a software update. The main camera is capable of 4K video at up to 120 FPS though, which is pretty insane. It's way too early to tell if these cameras live up to the Hasselblad name, but I'm sure I'll get to the bottom of that in my detailed camera test video, which will definitely be coming real soon. The display on the 9 Pro is as you'd expect. Fantastic. You're getting a 1440p screen that can be used in combination with a 120Hz refresh rate. There's an ever so slight curve to the side of the front glass, which is tastefully done, and it shouldn't lead to many accidental touches if you decide to use this phone without a case. Although, to be honest, I have no idea how you're gonna do that, given how slippery and how much of a fingerprint magnet this Morning Mist variant is. Either way, the screen has great colors, great contrast, and OnePlus is using the new LTPO OLED display tech here, which should translate into better battery life. I'll have to test that out in my full review. Speaking of the battery, the OnePlus 9 Pro has a 4500 mAh one, and it can be charged at 65 watts using the included warp charger. That is ludicrously fast. You can also wireless charge this phone at up to 50 watts if you buy OnePlus's new wireless charger. Now, I'm not going to talk about performance or speed in this video because I haven't had enough time with it, but you can expect it to be great given that this phone is running the latest Snapdragon 888 in either 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, depending on the model you pick up. Again, this is an extremely early impression, but as an overall package, I'm really taking a liking to the OnePlus 9 Pro. It has finally hit flagship tier pricing at $969 USD for the cheapest model, but that sort of makes sense given that OnePlus has built a flagship phone here. It's got the latest and greatest specs, a big battery with an incredibly fast rate of charge from a charger that is included in the box, a fantastic display, and a set of cameras that should be much improved from last year. I'm going to be doing many more videos about this phone, including more in-depth camera testing, and of course, my full review. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and ding the notification bell if you haven't already to be notified when those videos drop. If you like this video, please give it a like to support my channel, and as always, have a great day.